Blaze! Blaze, fetch! Fetch! Good boy. Fetch! Blaze, come! Blaze, come! Blaze, come! Right here, right here. Good boy! Good boy! Good boy! Hi friends, welcome to Bird Dogs Afield. In this episode, we're going to make a return trip to Tim Pond Camps in Eustis, Maine. We had such a great trip there last year, we decided to go back again.
That's right, Paul. 2020 was incredible. But due to my mother's illness, we only hunted for 3 days, and 2 of those 3 days were very warm.
Well, you're right, Susan. It was very warm. And due to that warmth, the birds, meaning grouse, were always in the real thick conifers. And it was hard to get them out of there. If you did get a flush, and they were frequent, we got a lot of flushes, you would never see the bird. All you would do is hear it. Just one more comment before we get going. In the first sequence, I'm showing Cordy working a road. And I just like to show how she works from side to side. It's really a nice way of hunting a road with your dog. And if you can get your dog to hunt side to side and cover everything, why, you got a good thing going.
But we did manage to harvest a few birds, so let's take a look.
Cordy, come down here. Cordy, up. What you got, girl? What you got? Always in the cover. She's always in the cover. Amazing here is we get into late October and the clover is so fresh looking and there's plenty of it. And the grouse love clover, but there's so much other food available to them that they're not going to congregate here on this strip of clover. What you got, girl? Nice and easy now. Nice and easy. I'm coming. I'm coming. Nice and easy. I'm coming. Whoop. She's moving a little bit. I don't know if we still have a point here or not. She's working scent.
In this next image, you'll see that we do hunt road birds, and we do it a couple of different ways. But what we try to do is get a dog out to establish a point, and then hopefully we'll get a flush in front of that point. So in this next image, I let Blaze out of his crate, and he runs down the road towards the bird and establishes a sight point. The bird flushed, and I got a shot, but it doesn't often happen that easily. Blaze?
Tip the head up. There. Yeah, that's good. Try that. Yeah. Place. The other method would be to simply get out of your truck, walk straight towards the bird, and if it gives you a flush, try for an on-the-wing shot, and you might get lucky. Frequently they run back into the woods, but you want to practice fair chase, not shooting them off the road, shooting them on the wing. Bird Dogs Afield, presented by Native Performance Dog Food, providing performance diets for the canine athlete, and brought to you in part by Pete Shoe Dryer, inventor of the footwear dryer, takes on the nuisance of foot odor. Thorogood footwear, made for hunters, by hunters since 1892. Tim Pond Wilderness Camps, the place you've been looking for but didn't know how to find.
And here's some fun stuff on a woodcock.
That's right. Yeah.
Let me tell you about it.
Tell me about it.
It's very cute. Dina, come. Stay. She gave me a good point. But I was really, first of all, I was distracted because there were about 4 or 5 chickadees that were actually following her and cheeping madly at her. And so I was a little distracted there, and then I realized that she was giving me a point. And so I started to move in, and she moved just a little bit, went right back on point again. And I'm standing there figuring out how to get around the alders and still be able to raise a gun, when out in front of me, about 4 feet, is walking this woodcock. And I'm thinking, oh Lord, I can't shoot that. I've got high brass in there. I'm going to blow this thing to smithereens. I don't want to shoot that. So I started backing up. And when I started backing up, I think she moved. And the bird, I think, was looking right at me. And it flushed. And I did take a shot at it, but I missed, which is a good thing because, I was just way too close. So, but I might have it on camera walking in front of me. I tried to put my head down because I just couldn't believe it was walking right out of the cover towards me.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Usually they're in the air.
Yeah, it was very cute. It was very cute.
All right.
Oops, I got a point. What? Forgot the point of the chickadee or what?
not going to be able to shoot if I get tangled. Oh dear. I got high brass. My God, look at that right there. No bird! That was cute.
All right, we're going to sit down with Betty and Harvey Calden, the owners of Tim Pond Camps, and chat with them about what's new at Tim Pond. Well, we're here with Betty and Harvey Calden. They're the owners, of course, of Tim Pond Camps, and they've been here a long time. Harvey, we were here last year, and I see you've made some nice improvements. Tell us about it.
Well, I've been working on some trails and whatever, and I've been wanting to do it for years, but now my son is more or less taking over some of the responsibilities here, so I have time to go out and work on some hunting trails, and it's a real enjoyment to do it, and the results are very good, as you can see.
So, Harvey, there's a beautiful new bird cleaning station here. My God, it's the best, I think, in Maine. Tell me about it.
Yeah, well, we didn't really have a acceptable place for people to clean their birds, and you mentioned about a bird cleaning station, and I got looking around, and we had some logs left over from an old log cabin that we had built. So I kind of put a few logs together and made a nice bird cleaning station with a sink and the whole works, and Jeff also used it. Jeff's the cook here, and he's got a great big garden out there, so he washes all his vegetables in it before he brings them in, and in the fall we use it for bird cleaning, and it's a big improvement. Yeah.
It's been a hit.
Yeah, it has been a big hit.
So, Betty, tell me what's going on with you. What have you found to be a big hit recently?
Well, it's not just a big hit recently, but I've always said that running a place like this is not a job, but it's a way of life. And first of all, I'd like to thank Paul and Susan for helping us with getting so many bird hunters here this year. It's really been a pleasure meeting them all. We've had people in the last 2 weeks from not only New England, Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, Massachusetts, Connecticut, but we've up in New York, Pennsylvania, upstate New York, Michigan, Wisconsin, Houston, Texas, Virginia, North Carolina, Georgia, and my heart is overwhelmed realizing the distance these people have driven with their dogs to come to a place like this and enjoy it. Someone asked me one time, do you have any important people that come to your place? And I said, yes, they're all important.
Just a real short break for our sponsor's message, and we'll be right back with more at Tim Pond Camps. Whether you walk, run, hunt, or compete with your dog, Native Performance Dog Food offers the correct nutritional energy level. Native understands a dog's nutritional needs from puppy to senior and for any activity. That's why Native is different. The concentrated energy in each bag of Native dog food gives your canine athlete or household companion the competitive edge to achieve peak performance. And Native formulas use balanced, wholesome ingredients for a smooth digestive transition between Native food levels. Experience the Native difference. Go to nativedogfood.com today. Check it out. Your dog will be happy, and so will you.
Life can take you down many roads. It can take you over mountain ridges, down deep valleys, through plowed dirt, concrete, and steel, to a hard day's work. No matter where life takes you, it's taken one step at a time. Thoroughgood, an American company since 1892.
A chat with some guests at Tim Pond Camps. All right, we have Rich and Diane from Philadelphia, and how are you finding the accommodations and the service here in Tempon?
I would say the service is top notch. I mean, everybody treats you wonderfully. There's nothing better we can say about it. In fact, I was looking through the little journals that they leave in all the books. Everyone says how wonderful all the accommodations are, and the staff is just the best.
That's the telltale when you look in the book and you see the comments, and that's basically leads you to the fact that you're in the right place.
And everybody keeps coming back.
Yeah.
Good.
And to top it all off with, it's so fun to go in with your lunch or your breakfast and your dinner. And, you know, Betty can come around and give you the history. And there's so much history here. And especially like the cabin we're staying, it's like an 1893 cabin. It may be rustic, but it's very, very comfortable.
Yeah.
So we find the accommodations very, very good.
And food is the best.
Yeah.
You don't go hungry here.
One more corner, then we're going to turn around.
A chat with more guests. We have Tom and Sam here from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And fellas, how did today go? How did the bird numbers look?
Oh, birds everywhere we went, Paul. Every time we go out, we find birds.
We had the best morning so far.
Wonderful.
Out of 3, today was number 1.
Good, good.
But
go ahead.
You got to shoot straight. You got to be able to hit where they're going, not where they're at.
Well, good. I'm glad to hear that you're finding birds and having a good time.
Great
Absolutely.
time.
All right.
Yeah, the folks here at Tempon's are unbelievable. The accommodations and the food and the way they treat you is unbelievable. Endless habitat. It's almost like paradise, huh?
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank
You're
you,
welcome.
Paul.
All right. So, Russ, I understand you've been coming to Tempon for many years. Is that right?
Yes, back in 88, 89, we came here fishing. Used to fish here for 5, 6 years, my son, and kept coming back.
Wonderful. Well, what makes you come back?
They treat you here like a very close family member in good standing. It's just a magical place.
Wonderful. And so I guess you'll be back again next year.
We book 2 weeks every year, this time of the year with the dogs. Bird hunting's great, food's great, everybody's smiling, great bird hunters. Just a great place all around.
The following is an example of fair chase road hunting for grouse. Okay, we had a bird just run in here off the road. Okay, we got a bird down. Blaze, fetch! Fetch! Good boy, fetch! Blaze, come! Blaze, come! Blaze, come! Right here, right here. Good. Drop. Good. No, leave it. So people often ask us how we hunt road birds. We don't really hunt road birds or shoot road birds. I guess what we do is we'll go in and see if we can get the bird to flush. And that often gives us a chance to get a retrieve from the dog. We did that with this bird, and this is a beautiful bird. This is a great bird. And we saw it run in off the road. We went in, it did flush for us. That only happens about 1 out of every 10 times. They usually run. But this one did flush. We shot it, and we got a nice retrieve from Blaze. There you go.
And let's hear from Darcy.
Folks, just about everywhere where you turn at Tempon camps, you see Darcy. Darcy, just what are your duties here?
Well, pretty much a lot. You can find me anywhere in the dining room, in a cabin, down on the dock. Very rarely, but you will find me in the kitchen. But yeah, I'm pretty much, and then in the afternoons, you might see me sitting in the office, working on the bookwork, paying the bills, and I'm just about everywhere.
Just about everywhere. Well, that's for sure. And she really keeps this place going and well knitted. It's a nice fit. So just a couple of days ago, something very special happened to you, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
What happened?
I got drawn again this year for a moose permit. My first one I got in 2009, and then I was drawn again this year, which is not really a common thing for me to win two things like that. But I put our son as the sub-permittee, so he was able to get a couple days off. So he came up with my daughter-in-law and my granddaughter, and we went on a moose hunt on Monday. Really long day, wasn't seeing anything. Then we ended up going out that evening with a guide. His name's Matt. Highly recommend him. He's awesome. So we went out, and Matt was able to call in a moose for us. Billy took the shot. I took a shot. The moose went down. And we brought home a 661.5 pound moose with a 41-inch spread.
Wow.
So it was pretty cool.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Very, very well done. Took you a while to get it out of the woods, didn't it?
Not too bad. Where it fell, it literally fell into a ditch.
Oh,
so
okay.
that actually worked to our benefit. And the way Matt had us bring it out, it was kind of uphill, so it was easier to gut than the last one I did, because the last one was on flat ground. So this was much easier.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
All right, very good. Well, we hope you enjoyed that visit to Tim Pond Camps. It's an outstanding example of the classic Maine sporting camp. They just do a wonderful job there. It's very secluded, and we really enjoy our visit there, and the hospitality is wonderful. I know we'll go back again.
Once the weather cooled off, Harvey reported that he had been seeing a lot of grouse on the roads, and that they were moving around quite a bit. His feeling was that the grouse numbers were just as good this year as they were last.
Right.
We hope to meet you in the field someday.
Bird Dogs Afield, presented by Native Performance Dog Food, and brought to you in part by Pete Shoedryer, Thorogood Footwear, and Tim Pond Wilderness Camps.